Okay, come on out. Go ahead and please have a seat.
What is happening?
Are you comfortable?
Am I comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Am I being interviewed for something?
I don't know. Are you?
Can I throw my gum away?
Yeah.
This is the weirdest thing we've done.
Could you close the door before you sit down?
Are we starting an OnlyFans?
No.
Oh.
You just fucking broke it.
It does that. It's not me. Oh.
We'll fix it after. Go ahead and take a seat, please.
Okay. Do I look good?
Yeah, you look great. Hey, Courtney. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I gotta adjust this just very quickly. So, my apologies.
Hi, Freddie.
Go ahead and look at the camera for me, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wasn't sure how you were going to be sitting, so there's some slight adjustments that I'll need to make here. Yeah.
This is going to be fun to pick up. Why are you wearing that and you're not even on camera?
This is my interview shirt. Thank you for asking.
I see. I didn't know I was being interviewed today.
Yeah, just briefly. That's all.
Okay.
Just a very brief interview. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Creaky chair.
It is a creaky chair.
Thank you. It's a custom shit chair. It's
This one's a little
very
creaky
exciting.
too.
Yeah, is it? Mm-hmm. Just give me a second. Fantastic. So, please state your name and occupation for the record, please.
My name's Courtney.
And what do you do, Courtney?
I do a lot. I'm a deposit and payment operations specialist.
And how's that going for you? Do you like it? Is it everything you'd ever hoped it would be?
Yeah. I take that back. I don't know why I said specialist. I am special, but I'm just a representative.
Just a representative. Is that all you
Yeah.
think of yourself, Courtney Cluff?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
You're just a representative. Is that on like a business card? Can I see that somewhere?
I don't have business cards, sorry.
1 second. Thank you for waiting for that. I just need to. I didn't want you to get too blinded.
Nice.
Just dropping a lint roller. Don't mind me. So, I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
I have many.
As you have come home, unbeknownst to you, to a what would appear to be a full-blown interview.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just got to get a quick Snapchat for the record.
I'm going to get a behind the scenes.
Hold on a second. I just got to get this Snapchat set real quick, and then we can just dive right into the interview. So, Courtney.
So,
how was your day?
it was really good. Thanks for asking.
Sounded like you had a bit of a crazy day at work. Oh, it's time for Fred to eat dinner. I don't know
We're being
if
interrupted.
anyone. My mic should be picking that up. That should be fine. Anyways, So I have gathered you here because I have some questions that have been eating at me. And I'm just curious on what your thoughts are on some of these questions I'm going to be asking you. There will be some difficult questions.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how you'll react to them.
Okay. Like difficult, like I have to put a lot of thought into it?
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely a potential that might happen. But before we get super dived into everything here, I'm going to move my chair a little bit.
Okay.
Just because I'm not liking.
Are you going to be on camera?
No, this is
just for me.
This is just Courtney.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
I like it.
Kicked my tripod, so it feels good about that. There we go. That's looking and feeling a touch better. Anyways, so Courtney, before we get started,
the county story.
Yeah, I was doing it quick. I was going quick. I didn't have time to, check things. Mm-hmm. So, Miss Courtney Cluff, before we, get into any of my questions, do you have any questions that you would like to start off for me? Just, I like I said, you've kind of been bombarded very last second by me. So if you would have any quick questions, like something I can answer in just a couple seconds, let me know now. Otherwise, you may not get a chance until the end.
I am wondering what this is all about.
I believe I've already informed you. I have some hard-hitting questions that have been burning at me for quite some time.
That's my only question.
And I am truly curious on what your thoughts are. Oh, Fred.
It's pretty fun. I like it.
Awesome.
We should do this all the time.
So, I have somewhere between 50 and 75 questions I would like to ask you.
Cool.
Please answer them truthfully.
Okay.
As this is recorded.
Okay.
And with as much detail as possible, that'd be ideal.
Okay.
They're probably mostly going to be pretty strange. Pretty weird.
That makes sense for you.
Yeah. Do you sniff your underwear when you find out if they're clean?
No, I do not.
Never?
No.
Not even if it's like a questionable pair?
Nope.
Do you just assume they're dirty?
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. How many black bras do you own?
Black, like solid black?
Please don't touch the microphone.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I forgot.
It's okay.
Like
Yeah.
solid black?
Yeah.
2.
When's the last time you washed them?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I think one of them not that long ago.
How often do you wear a black bra?
Depends on the shirt I'm wearing, but maybe a couple times a week.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to skip over a couple of these.
Okay.
Just because, I don't know. Just kind of curious. This is an interesting one. Because I think it's interesting, and I'm curious about it. Do you ever cry to get my attention?
No.
Okay.
I cry because I cry a lot.
Yeah, okay. That honestly, I kind of
I
figured
feel like you're
that.
coming for me.
No.
I feel like I'm being attacked by that.
You're not
question.
being that question was a little attacky. Mm-hmm. I will admit to some potential biased journalism on that side of things. I do apologize. When was the last time you held in a fart around me?
Probably this morning.
Why don't you just
sure last night, because usually at night, yeah.
Why don't you just let them rip?
Because I want you to think I'm sexy.
I do think you're sexy. By the way, we're sending this to people when I'm done editing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Probably just some of our closer friends.
Okay. Well, they can know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I do think you're sexy, which is a 10 out of 10.
So if I fart, I don't feel myself.
But they're always funny. You've never had a not funny fart.
Because I don't do it often in front of you.
I feel like you could fart 6 to 7 times a day, and every single time I think it'd be funny as fuck.
That's true.
I just think farts are funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could describe... Oh, Fred's going a little crazy. Oh, wow, he's zooming. Somebody's got to poop. If you could describe, in as much detail as possible, the most embarrassing date experience you've had.
Date?
Yeah.
Embarrassing?
Yeah, what's an embarrassing like experience you had, whether it could have been with me, I don't know.
Oh, I have
or it
one.
could have been with anybody, but just just an embarrassing date experience that you've had.
Okay, well, this one's not. It's both embarrassing for me personally and kind of sad.
Okay.
But my ex and I were at Disneyland, and he was super drunk on my birthday. Just putting it out there on my special day, and we got in a fight at dinner, and I cried, and I didn't even eat my sandwich. And then the waiter asked me if something was wrong with my sandwich because I didn't eat the sandwich. And I had to tell him with water running down my face that the sandwich is fine.
Oh, that is. I will say, I don't know if that's embarrassing. That's definitely embarrassing.
It was
for
embarrassing for me.
I would say it's more embarrassing for him personally. I don't know if that's necessarily embarrassing for you. It is a bit of an embarrassing story, but I think it's definitely a little more on him.
That's probably the worst I've had. I haven't gone on many embarrassing dates.
Gotcha. Sorry, just checking some audio levels here real quick, making sure we're sounding nice and crispy clean. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see here. I'm going to ask this because I believe others would be curious.
Okay.
As I already know the answer. Water or wipes?
Wipes.
Even if we had a bidet?
I don't know. I've never used one.
Really? You're not
Yeah.
you've never used a bidet? That is
No, but I would use it.
Would you use it? Would you really?
Yeah,
Did you leave our bedroom door open?
probably.
Well, Fred's going to go hang out on the bed.
Not allowed.
Okay, well, we will momentarily pause said interview while I go close the door and take care of Fred real quick.
Is this all new stuff you purchased for Scott?
No. This is stuff Scott has had already.
Oh, and Scott is your 67-year-old boss.
Yes, 67, exactly, actually.
Okay, that's what I thought.
His 67th birthday was just the other day.
Yeah.
I'm just repositioning a couple of things here before we dive back into this really wonderful interview we're having. What are like a couple of just like silly things that you enjoy doing? Like something like I may know about already, but may not know, but that are just kind of goofy, kind of wacky, kind of silly.
I don't know. People think it's weird that I go to Disney all the time.
I don't know if that's considered silly.
Depends on who you ask.
That's actually super fair. Okay, this is an interesting question. Say we were not together. You were a single lady. I know. That's just the absolute worst. Would you rather go back to your ex or walk the mall for 2 hours completely nude?
Walk the mall.
I honestly, I kind of figured that one.
I'll walk it for 4 hours.
4 hours. Oh, you're going to double the time. I like it.
And I'll stretch.
Stretch. Ooh, I'll go to that mall. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Would you rather have big boobs and a tiny butt, or a big butt and tiny boobs?
Big butt, tiny boobs.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's a like
You
answer I
can,
like to hear.
people can wear fun tops with tiny boobs.
This is
I
true,
feel
this
like
is
I
true.
can't pull off certain tops because my boobs are too big.
I have that same problem. Okay. I know you're not a big fan of them, but how many bottles of beer do you think you could realistically drink before having to like go get like a stomach pump?
Me personally, like
You personally, yeah.
maybe like before getting a stomach pump or like
Yeah, like
throwing
we're
up.
talking like
Gotta go to the hospital.
you're going to a hospital because shit's getting bad.
I'm gonna say 20.
20?
Yeah.
That seems about right. Let's see here.
I should probably let my mom know what's going on in my life.
Oh, is she curious?
Yeah.
You sent her a photo. What's happening?
I'm about to.
Oh, hi. How's it going? Is that a video or a photo you're sending?
Just a photo.
Interesting. This is a really interesting question. Do you like money?
Yeah,
Okay. I was just curious. Do you have a boyfriend?
I do.
That is good to hear. Let's see here. Okay. What do you think would happen? And this is very much conjecture, we'll say.
Okay.
If all of the kangaroos in Australia suddenly invaded Uruguay, what do you think would happen?
I don't know, maybe like like lions or something would get them.
Lions. Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
Yeah,
Do you think a kangaroo's faster than a lion?
maybe. I'd have to look that up. I'm not quite sure.
I would look it up, but I'm currently using my quick lookup with these questions. So, what is there anything else you think might happen in said situation? The kangaroos invaded Uruguay.
I don't know. I feel like climate between Australia and Africa is maybe similar.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I don't know if they would die.
Okay.
But the elevation might be an issue. Is the elevation between Australia and Africa different?
We're just going to assume, for all intents and purposes, yes, that they are the same.
Is Uruguay in Africa?
You are asking the wrong guy. Barely graduated high school over here.
Retract.
No. There's no retraction during this interview. This is a no holds barred interview.
Okay, I like it.
What dinosaur would you love to have as a pet?
Ooh, a long neck, Arlo from Dinosaur.
Ooh, one of the big ones. Where would you keep him? We live in an apartment. This might end up being
My
difficult.
mom has a backyard.
That's not a whole lot of room for a dinosaur, though.
I know, but we can make room.
Okay. Why are they called hot dogs?
That's a good question. I don't know.
How come you don't know?
Maybe because they're elongated like a wiener dog, and they are sometimes hot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
What's your take?
Whatever. This is not a Sam interview. I do apologize for the audience listening, as Courtney is trying to steer the interview in a different direction that we are not currently prepared for. Why do they call them buildings if they're already built?
Because if they were buildings because they're already built, they'd be built-ins, but they're buildings because they're builded. That sounded better in my head.
I don't think you fully
Because
understood
they're
the question.
building them.
But once they're done, they're still called a building. But they've been built. I'm going to need you to answer the question, please.
I don't know. What else would they be called? I don't know. I mean, I'm not the one that came up with it, so I don't really have an answer.
Interesting. So we're dodging questions. That's really good to know here. We'll just go ahead and move on, since Courtney seems to be withholding information, which her lawyers and PR team said she would not do. So we're pretty disappointed in that.
You can sue me.
Anyways, would you rather? And this is coming from our audience. Very, very curious.
Who's the audience here?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Would you rather grow a tail on your forehead or have hooves as hands?
Hooves?
Hooves as hands,
Hooves
yes.
as
Or a
hands.
tail on your forehead. And just for sake of clarification, we're going to say it's dead center in the forehead. Like it's coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
Like almost like it's a unicorn horn that's floppy.
Okay, but is it fluffy?
Would you prefer it be floppy or fluffy?
Fluffy, yeah. I would.
Floppy or fluffy?
Both.
Well, when I think floppy, I'm thinking like lizard tails.
Okay, I'm thinking like cattail.
Okay, well, I'll let you decide, and then
Okay. I would prefer a tail on my forehead.
tail on your forehead instead of hooves for hands.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because you can't do stuff if you have hooves for hands.
This is true.
I burped. Will they hear that?
Probably.
Okay.
They're gonna hear everything. So this is a question that I personally have been curious to ask you for quite some time now, because I'm not super sure on where you stand on the situation, or your thoughts and opinions of it. Almost dropped my audio equipment. I apologize for the brief inconvenience here. How did, and I'm going to need you to, again, go into pretty decent detail with this one of your opinion on it. How did the people that invented time know what time it was?
Did anyone invent time?
Someone had to.
I don't think that.
Then how did we get to time? How do we know what time it is? Who determined what time is when?
Well, I think whoever created time probably, they like based it off of the sun, so they probably looked at where the sun was, and they were just like, oh, we're going to call it midnight because it's nighttime. And then they're like, well, how many more minutes until, I don't know.
But how did they determine what was midnight?
That, I don't know, because it's dark and it's, the moon's mid. And it's night.
But with the moon, and also you could say the mid argument for the sun as well, they're so far away, it's hard to determine exactly what's mid.
Shadows. Isn't that what a sundial is? Like shadows?
Interesting. I like your take on that.
People are going to think I'm stupid after this interview.
No. I'm just asking very, very important questions.
Anyways,
we're going to move on from that one since apparently you can't answer it.
I did answer it.
I don't think you did. What food would you choose to make a house out of?
Food. Ooh, graham crackers, maybe. I have to think of something more sturdy, though. Well, I'm thinking like hard.
Okay.
But I don't want to, but I feel like graham crackers might be brittle.
Okay.
So I don't know if graham crackers are the best choice for this. So maybe it can't be a meat. Ooh, maybe like, no. Will it go rotten?
For argument's sake, let's say no.
Okay. So I'm thinking like a nice...
But here's what we're going to argue then. It won't go rotten, but you also can't eat it.
Steak.
Why steak?
Because it's like thick, so there'll be like insulation.
But there's so many different cuts of steak.
Like just
some steak cuts are super thin.
Just like a bunch of filet mignons, just like
just some fatty.
Yeah,
I like it. Okay, I think that was a good answer on that one. I like that. Okay, just real quick, would you rather travel to another galaxy or a parallel universe?
Galaxy.
Why?
Because I don't want to see what everyone's life would be like in a parallel universe.
Can you describe in more detail what you mean by that?
Because I don't want to see people that I know in different situations.
Interesting.
Like my friends not being my friends.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or what if you're dating someone else?
That's true. Okay.
Or what if I suck? Like I already kind of suck, but what if my parallel universe self is awful?
Okay. I just have a handful of questions here for you just to kind of wrap things up. So you discover a new species of animal. Mm-hmm. What does it look like and what do you call it? I believe Fred would like some cuddles.
Come to me. Come on. Okay, I discover a new animal.
Mm-hmm. What does it look like and what do you call it?
So, it has cow hooves.
Okay.
Cow legs. It looks like a fluffy cow, like one of those fluffy one, like little ones.
Yeah.
And it's about the same size, like a miniature cow. So looks like a cow. Has the face. Okay, bye. Has the face of like a cute little like lab, like a yellow lab. So but it's not fluffy.
Okay.
And long fluffy tail, but like the tip is fluffier than the rest of it.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of spotted.
Okay.
But like kind of like Fred's spots or like cow spots where they're not perfect.
So they're speckled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has pointy ears, but one's kind of floppy.
So like almost corgi-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would be called a a Kurgle.
Kurgle. I like Kurgle. Okay, I have just one last question here for you. What's your favorite smell?
Like lavender.
Lavender. Lavender is a very good smell.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney, before we wrap it up here, any questions for me? Anything you'd like to ask me? Anything like that?
Yeah. I just have one question. What was the reasoning behind this interview today?
Well, there's a few.
Like, what's the end goal here?
Mostly just curiosity on my end of things. It was highly requested by the fan base, of course.
Oh.
Over at Sammy Says.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Also, you can find me on the Chin and Titty podcast. But this is my solo one.
I like it.
It was mostly just curiosity, trying to learn more about the beautiful person you are. And yeah, it was just curiosity for the most part.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's my only question.
Other questions? Okay. Well, Courtney Cluff, Courtney Juliet Cluff, I would like you to thank you so much for coming on today. Really, really appreciate the time you've taken out of your day to come here. I know we're a little out of the way, especially for your drive. I know we're a little out of the way. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on. This has been another episode of. That's not even an episode. This is just the highly anticipated by many people. The Courtney case. Thank you. And we'll see you all soon. All right, fantastic. Thanks, Courtney. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Well, thank you for coming on again. I really appreciate you coming, taking the time out of your day. I'll go ahead and get your mic. Take that mic off you here. Yeah. What'd you think? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was really. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
I really had a good time.